Phrasal verbs in action. Number 1. Learning English through pictures. Here are our set of words for today, or at least topics. We have the cycle race, yes, I cut my hair, on a hike, and on a hike number 2, air travel, train travel is so nice, the travel series, and Mr. Holt Arrives in Town 3-part series, Rose Wants a Holiday, and Busy Lizzie. Let's start off with number 31, the great cycle race. Now first, we have this phrasal verb, catch up with, get past, then we have draws ahead, and finally we have falling behind. Let's start off with catch up with her. Now, catch up with her, this means that you are closing the distance between you and who you are catching up with. And when you go ahead and do that, there's really not much you can do other than just try to get past her. And now get past, which brings me to get past. Get past literally means you go ahead and you you go ahead for that person, like you were originally behind her. Let me just change some colors. You were originally behind her, but then you were able to catch up with her, and then you were able to get past her. Which means now, instead of behind, you are ahead of her, which makes her terrible and not wanting and kind of hating you for the rest of her life until she realizes something about you. Speaking of which, next up we have draws ahead. Now, draws ahead means that you go ahead and you go forward, do not close the distance between you, but you just enhance the distance between you and the person behind you. Also, this might not work if the person behind you also puts in a bit more effort. And then we have falling behind. Now, falling behind, this means that, the other people who are behind you are just right there. They're going ahead. The distance between you and them are lengthening, and that's about it. Alright, next up, we have number 32, on a hike. Here we have lag behind, hurry up, keep up with, and go on. Now, lag behind means that you are staying behind. You're a little bit staying behind. Oh, I forgot to read you the example comic, didn't I? Laura is ahead in the cycle race. The other competitors are trying very hard to catch up with her. Another competitor tries to get past Laura. Laura makes an extra effort. She draws ahead again. The others are falling further behind. Laura is now sure to win, and then she suddenly somehow has superhuman speed and draws ahead of her. Now, back to what I was saying, lag behind. Lag behind means that you are slowly being left behind because, you're a bit slow compared to the others. Hurry up means get here faster, but then keep up with. Keep up with means that you can go ahead and you keep up with. You can have the same speed as the people that you are trying to keep up with. And then go on without you is go ahead, go forward without me. Here's the example comic. Barry and his 3 friends are hiking. Barry is starting to lag behind. Barry's friends call to him. They tell him to hurry up. Barry explains that he has twisted his leg. It hurts badly. That is why he cannot keep up with them. He says that they should go on without him. What nice friends. First of all, next up we have on the hike number 2. Next time we have this. Leave behind, set off, stay behind, winch up. Now, here's what it means. Now, when you leave someone behind, that's literally what it just means. You you just keep that person there, and then you go ahead without taking him with you. You just abandon him, essentially. Set off means that you go ahead, you start going to go fetch some help, in this case. And then we have stay behind. It means that I'm staying behind, I'm doing this, I'm staying behind, I'm being left behind on my own accord. Or you're just staying behind with someone. That means that you are staying with someone together, you're being lonely together. And winch up is, the best I can explain is this. This is called a winch. So when you winch up, you're holding the winch, and then you're going up. It's that easy. That's the phrasal verbs. Barry's friends do not want to leave him behind. One of them is going to stay with Barry. The other 2 set off to fetch help. They wait for a while. The friend who stayed behind with Barry hears a noise. It is a helicopter approaching. Barry is winched up into the helicopter and taken to a hospital. Alright, next up we have air travel is so slow. First of all, yes, that is true for several reasons, but the very short flight, it's worth it. Check in. Maybe we should zoom out a little bit more. So here we have check in, go through, wait around, and take off. Now, checking in is like you go ahead, you show that you are verifying that you are this kind of person. You're verifying that you are Mr. Donaldson, or you are Mrs. and Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that kind of thing. And then go through. Now, when you go through something, that means that you're going through that gate, or like you have to walk through, or run through, or just going through. And usually there's only one of them, so there's a very, very long line because airport security is pretty tight. Why do you think it's very tight? Because there are mass terrorists who actually use terrorist planes. And then we have waiting around in this lounge. This means that you're just going here and then you are waiting around. You just wait for a very long time. And then take off, that means that, well, you start going. Like in this case though, you take off the ground, you leave the ground and start going into wherever your destination is. Most people think air travel is fast. I think it often goes very slowly. Often there are long queues and people waiting to check in. Here is a very long queue of people waiting to go through the security checks. This is the departure lounge. A lot of people are waiting around here to board the plane. When you get on the plane, you may still have to wait. Sometimes there's a queue of planes waiting to take off. Okay, next up we have sit back and flashes past and pulling in. You might be confused where they are, so I'll just highlight them for you. Sit back, flashes past, pulling in. Now when you sit back on a ride, that means that you're just sitting back. You're like, hey, yeah, I'm just gonna wait here, let you do the jobs. And then we have flash past, means that they're just literally flashing past. They're like swiping. It's like swiping something really fast. And then pulling in means that you just starting to be pulled in. You're being slowed down, or you're being literally pulled in. Like I'm pulling this piece of paper towards me, and it usually me as soon as it becomes pulled in, well, it becomes slower until it stops. Traveling by train can be very pleasant. You do not have to drive the train. Someone else will drive it. You can sit back and enjoy the journey. The countryside flashes past. The time seems to go by very quickly. Very soon you are pulling in at your destination. What a nice way to travel. Really, what a nice way to travel. Next up, we have this. Heads for. Get to. Marks down. Take with. I think all of you probably know this basic English, but technically this is phrasal verb, so I have to explain this to you. Heads for means that you go towards somewhere. Get to somewhere means that you go somewhere, like you try to arrive somewhere, or how to arrive there. And then marks down means that you write it down, in this case the instructions on how to go there. And then take with means, well, you take it with you. That's how else am I supposed to explain this? Take, you know what take is, right? I give you this, I take it. Yeah, it's that simple. Mr. Holt has just arrived in the city. He has never been here before. He heads for the information desk first. Mr. Holt doesn't know how to get to the Grand Terminus Hotel. That is where he is staying. Is it far from here? The assistant marks down on the map where Mr. Holt has to go. No, it's not far. You should take the map with you. Alright, Mr. Holt arrives in town number 2. Here we have comes out, crosses over, points out. Now, this here, come out, means that you exit somewhere. You exit the building, or you exit the room, that kind of thing, that when you come out of that place. And then cross over means that you just cross it, like there's this like literal street over here. And then you decide to cross over. Well, you just cross it over. And then you have the point out, and point out means that you are told where it is, like literally pointed to where it is, like there's my musical instruments, that kind of stuff. Mr. Holt leaves the station. He comes out into a busy street. He walks for 100 meters and then turns into a side street. Mr. Holt crosses over and walks along the other side of the street. Although he is close by, he can't find his hotel. A friendly passerby points it out towards him. Alright, and last but not least, we have the finale. Mr. Holt arrives in town number 3. Ahab goes in, takes him up, looks around, and check out. Now, this means here, Mr. Holt, like this means here that when you go in somewhere, that means you enter that place. Whereas when you take someone up there, that means that you're being took up there. Like, you're taking them up there. Looking around means that, well, what I'm doing right now. And then when you check out, that means that you just exit. You just tell them that you're exiting, and then you do some paperwork to show that you're exited. Mr. Holt opens the hotel door and goes in. After Mr. Holt has checked in, a porter takes him up to his room. Mr. Holt looks around his room. It seems very pleasant and comfortable. He thinks he may be very sorry to check out at the end of his stay, and then he finds out how the quality of his room is actually terrible compared to the other nice rooms. Alright, next up we have this. Rose is really looking forward to her holiday. This year she's going away for 2 weeks. There's nothing that beats a jet to holiday. She will spend some time relaxing. She will also spend time traveling around and seeing interesting places. There's one thought that makes Rose come sad. For me, it's that she becomes tanned. Her holiday will end and she will have to come back. Now, what does looking forward to mean? You're expecting to it. You're happy and you are happy and you're very excited for something to happen that's happening in the future. Going away means that you're leaving some place. Like for a while at least, if not permanently. Traveling around means you're just traveling. You are visiting different places. You're going to different places too. And then come back means that you return after you go away. You return. That's the best I can explain it. I already gave you the example comics, so we'll move on to number 40. Busy Lizzie. Busy Lizzie even looks like a bumblebee if you ask me. Why are their noses so big is my question. Busy Lizzie never lets up. Okay, lets up. She keeps at it all day. Now, lets up means that you don't stop. She doesn't stop. Keeps at it means that she keeps doing some stuff about it. She keeps doing it. From morning till night, she rushes around. Now, rushes around, this means that you move fast. You do stuff fast. Let's see what she does. From her house, she goes to next to the school, and then I assume she walks, goes in a circle around the shop to get some stuff, and then she walks back, she visits Mr. Smith, she visits Lucy, and then she comes back home. She is so busy that by the evening, she has tired herself out. Now, tired out means that you become so tired that you're all like, yeah, I don't care what I do anymore, I'm just gonna sleep, that kind of stuff. And that's it. Next time we're doing number 41 all the way to number 50. Until then, she hot out peace. Bye bye.